News now at this hour begins with updates on the U.S. elections where Republicans have won control of the U.S. Senate with wins in West Virginia and Ohio, ensuring Donald Trump's party will control at least one congressional chamber next year. Now, Tuesday's results have strengthened Republican influence, enabling them to support Trump's judicial and government appointments if he wins the presidency, or to block much of Democrat Kamala Harris's agenda should she prevail. Now, in West Virginia, Republican Jim Justice also won the Senate seat formerly held by Democrat-turned-independent Joe Manchin, while Ohio's Bernie Moreno defeated incumbent Democrat Sherrod Brown, securing a 51-49 majority in the Senate. Now, Republicans have also won key House seats, expanding their 220-212 majority. In a notable outcome, Delaware voters elected Democrat Sarah McBride, making her the first openly transgender member of Congress. However, final results are still pending in some races. Now, to discuss this, we're joined by Dr. David Matanga, an African Affairs analyst. Hello, Dr. Matanga. Good morning, and thank you for joining us on the news.
Good morning in Lagos. Thank you very much, my dear sister. This is great. I think you must update yourself. It is already 260 seats. Trump has taken it. It is already flash. Where I am, and you look up, your producer should update you. It's 200. Yes, he has taken it. It's over. It's over.
All right. Well, you already believe it's over, but some people are still hopeful. But then let's talk about, how you think the Republican control of the Senate will affect the U.S.-Africa relations, particularly in terms of trade, security, and development cooperation.
Thank you very much. The Senate is one of the most stumbling blocks that has been at times. You remember at one time the United States almost came to a standstill because there was quite a lot of the Congress and the Senate. People could not pass the bill, and Biden begged them until they gave in. So if you win, which I believe they might go to about 56 seats, not only 52, but 56. Because if you look at the numbers now, because I'm linked directly with what it is, when the Trump have 266 versus 219. So it is already indeed 4 seats to cross over the mark, and he has already made his speech. So that coming in, and then the House of Congress coming up, it is over. And that will be very good for Africa. That will bring better protection. Africa was actually, becoming a target of so many things. And as a Pan-African, I'm very happy that something will stop. Wars will stop. You need a good voice now to stop the war in the Middle East. It is extending and coming in slowly through Sudan. As a man who has spoken passionately about Sudan, what is going on in Sudan, I'm very happy that Trump come and stop this.
Oh, okay. Now, Dr. Matanga, what policy changes, can Africa expect from a Republican-controlled Senate, especially regarding issues like climate change, global health, and migration?
Trump originally was against something to do with global change, but America cannot run away from them being the biggest polluter. With global change, the biggest polluters are China, America, France, and other countries. They must pay, and we should not talk to them, begging them. They must give us this money. Promises. We are going for another COP 29, or is it COP 29? Whatever we are going now, we are going in one of the states in Eastern Europe. for COP29, but they have not paid him money for COP26. They promised money. They told us they will send us, will give money. Africa is a victim of the climate change. We don't have those industries that produce carbon dioxide and whatever other emission gases that come out of their industries. We don't. They just pollute and kill. They cause all these problems on Africa. So this time we should, as Africa, and we should, and I ask President William Ruto, who is the chairman for the region, to press for money. Money must come out. Promises, not pledges. The weather, you can see the weather is killing almost you.
All right, Dr. Matanga, now speaking of promises, you know, what implications do the election results have for especially African diaspora community in the United States, you know, particularly when it comes to representation and policy priorities?
The policy is will shift. There's one thing that you cannot work under war. One of the things that Trump should, and we Trump supporters worldwide and the globe who write the papers, and some of them are used by these agencies who we want Africa to have a peaceful Africa without war. We want the war in Sudan to end. We want the war in Libya to end. We want in Amazonia and Cameroon to end. We want Boko Haram to be wiped so that Nigeria can come back and be the powerhouse of Africa. We want DRC Congo war ended. We want Mozambique war ended. That is the policy that we are going to tell, and we can stick together and tell America. I mean, the other American of Joe Biden was not. The other American of Joe Biden was giving us things we don't know. We don't give options. Look at my own country, Uganda. We were struck out of the list, moved from AGOA. Our products cannot be sold in the US. What wrong have we done? Nothing. So some of these things are going to change. New Democrats with Republicans in office. Africa will benefit in that. Like Clinton did, Africa, the only who did very well, my dear sister, was Clinton. Africa, he saved Africa. And then another Republican who did very well was Bush Jr. He did very well for Africa. Money for AIDS, he gave money for other malaria, all diseases. Obama left us with nothing. Joe Biden gave us promises. He took our presidents in the White House.
All right,
but
Dr.
he gave them nothing.
Sadly, time is not on our side, and we wish this was actually a long conversation, but we'll have to wrap up here. But thank you so much for speaking to us on this.
Thank you very much. All the time, let's have the conversation on Friday, and I'll continue at it. Thank you. Bless you. God bless Africa. Everybody keep united. Thank you.